Do you know which creature is considered the ultimate apex predator in Earth's history? A being with the combined power of a dinosaur, a sense of smell 7 times sharper than that of a wolf, vision 3 times more acute than a human's, and jaws with a bite force 50% stronger than that of a great white shark. No, it's not the T-Rex. The answer lies in an unexpected place, the icy lands of the Arctic, and its name is Nanuqsaurus. Imagine a world vastly different from the Arctic we know today. Around 68 million years ago, the Arctic wasn't just cold, it was unimaginably harsh. Blizzards roared day and night, darkness engulfed the land for months on end, and temperatures stayed below -30 degrees Celsius, -22 degrees Fahrenheit. This was no place for the weak or for creatures unable to adapt. Yet, in this unforgiving environment, Nanuqsaurus didn't just survive, it reigned supreme. Measuring about 6 meters, 20 feet, in length, and weighing nearly a ton, Nanuqsaurus may not have been as massive as its giant dinosaur relatives, but what set it apart were its incredible abilities. A thick coat of feathers insulated its body, allowing it to withstand bone-chilling cold. Its highly sensitive sense of smell enabled it to detect prey from as far as 10 kilometers, 6 miles, away, even through blizzards that erased all traces. Its laser-sharp eyes pierced through the dense Arctic darkness, and its powerful jaws were capable of crushing any creature daring enough to challenge it. But Nanuqsaurus was extraordinary not just in its hunting prowess. It chose to face an environment that others had abandoned. It didn't flee or seek easier habitats. Instead, it stood resilient against the relentless cold and the seemingly endless nights. Why? That's the question that continues to fascinate scientists. Did it evolve right there in the Arctic? Or was it a conqueror from distant Asia, crossing the Bering Strait? And could its true size exceed what we've estimated so far? Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the mysterious and inspiring story of this Arctic dinosaur. Nanuqsaurus was not just a survivor. It was a testament to the boundless power of nature, a living legend thriving amidst relentless blizzards. Does it deserve the title of the predator that defied the limits of survival? Let's find out. The discovery of Nanuqsaurus, a game-changing revelation. Let's turn back the clock to 2006, when a group of archaeologists embarked on a grueling journey to one of the most remote and unforgiving places on Earth, the Prince Creek Formation in Alaska. This was not just an isolated location, but also a uniquely harsh environment where extreme conditions preserved secrets from tens of millions of years ago. It was here, at the Prince Creek Formation, that a discovery reshaped our understanding of the Tyrannosauridae family. During this excavation, the team uncovered several remarkable fossils, including parts of the right jawbone and skull. While these fossil samples were merely fragments, they were enough for scientists to recognize that they had not just discovered fossils of any tyrannosaur, but of a unique species that had never been described before. The size of the jawbone fragments and their morphological features suggested that this dinosaur was unlike any other tyrannosaur ever known. As research progressed, scientists decided to give this newly discovered dinosaur a name rich with meaning, Nanuqsaurus. The word Nanuk comes from the Inuit language, meaning polar bear, a clear tribute to the environment in which this dinosaur once lived. The name not only reflects the geographical location where it was found, but also highlights the dinosaur's extraordinary adaptability to harsh conditions, akin to the survival skills of modern polar bears. The fossil samples discovered were limited, consisting only of a few skull and jaw fragments. This posed significant challenges for paleontologists attempting to reconstruct the true appearance and size of this dinosaur. However, From the scant evidence available, scientists were able to confirm that Nanuqsaurus was a powerful predatory dinosaur with typical features of the Tyrannosauridae family, such as a massive skull, sharp teeth, and an extraordinary bite force. Despite its modest size compared to some of its giant tyrannosaur relatives, Nanuqsaurus boasted exceptional traits that made it a formidable predator in the icy Arctic. Initially, Nanuqsaurus was estimated to be about 6 meters, 20 feet long, and weigh around 1 ton, making it seem much smaller compared to its famous cousin, Tyrannosaurus rex. However, later studies suggested that Nanuqsaurus could have reached lengths of up to 9 meters, 30 feet, and weighed approximately 3 tons, putting it on par with Albertosaurus, one of the most powerful mid-sized tyrannosaurs. While it didn't possess the massive size of T-Rex, Nanuqsaurus proved that size isn't the only key to dominance. Its smaller frame made it more agile, a significant advantage in the challenging Arctic environment where food was scarce and hunting conditions were far from easy. Unlike most tyrannosaurs, which are typically found in warmer regions, Nanuqsaurus developed unique traits to endure the harsh cold and months-long darkness of the Arctic environment. A widely supported theory among scientists is that Nanuqsaurus may have been covered in a thick layer of feathers. Similar to Utyrannus, a feathered tyrannosaur from Asia, this feather coat would have helped retain body heat and potentially served as effective camouflage in the snow-covered Arctic environment. While no direct evidence of feathers has been found on Nanuqsaurus, the climatic conditions it faced and its close relatives make this hypothesis highly plausible. In addition to its feathered covering, many scientists speculate that Nanuqsaurus may have had light-colored plumage, allowing it to blend seamlessly into the snowy landscape. This adaptation would not only help it evade predators, but also give it a significant advantage while hunting, particularly during the dimly lit days of Arctic winters. If you think Nanuqsaurus's smaller size made it less formidable, think again. This dinosaur was equipped with a perfect arsenal of tools to establish itself as the apex predator of the Arctic. Like other tyrannosaurs, Nanuqsaurus possessed a powerful jaw and dagger-like teeth. Its teeth were not only long but also curved, with sharp edges capable of tearing through flesh and crushing bone. This was particularly crucial in the Arctic, where prey often had thick skin or hard bones as natural defenses against the freezing climate. While detailed studies on the bite force of Nanuqsaurus are still lacking, scientists estimate, based on similarly sized tyrannosaurs, that its bite was strong enough to crush large bones in a single chomp. This allowed it to kill prey quickly and make the most of every meal, a vital survival advantage in an environment where food was scarce. One of the Arctic's greatest challenges is the months-long darkness during winter. To overcome this, Nanuqsaurus may have developed exceptional hunting adaptations, such as an acute sense of smell to track prey through thick snow and complete darkness. Studies on other tyrannosaurs suggest they had large olfactory nerves, enabling them to detect scents from great distances, an ability likely even more refined in Nanuqsaurus to suit its extreme environment. Nanuqsaurus may not have been the largest dinosaur, but it was undoubtedly one of the most well-adapted. Its survival and hunting abilities stand as a testament to the power of evolution in conquering the harshest environments. In a place where most species would falter, Nanuqsaurus not only survived, but rose to become the apex predator. If T-Rex was the king of the warm southern lands, then Nanuqsaurus rightfully earned its title as the ruler of the icy northern wilderness. A predator that didn't just overcome the limits of survival, but became a symbol of nature's resilience and tenacity. When it comes to carnivorous dinosaurs, the first image that often comes to mind is Tyrannosaurus rex, the undisputed king of the southern lands, renowned for its massive size, overwhelming strength, and legendary status. However, when compared side by side, Nanuqsaurus, the northern cousin of T-Rex, tells a completely different story. First and foremost, it's important to recognize that Nanuqsaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex share a very close familial bond. Both belong to the Tyrannosauridae family, home to some of the most notorious predators in dinosaur history. This means they shared several anatomical, biological, and behavioral traits that contributed to the overall strength of the Tyrannosaur lineage. These common traits included large skulls, powerful jaws, and sharp teeth, perfect tools for hunting and dominating their ecosystems. One of the most striking similarities between Nanuqsaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex is their skull structure. Their large skulls not only provided robust protection for their brains, but also served as the foundation for their immense bite force. Like T-Rex, Nanuqsaurus had teeth designed for crushing bone and tearing flesh. The curved, sharp structure of their teeth allowed them to rip apart prey in a single bite, a shared trait that enabled both species to dominate their respective habitats. Additionally, much like T-Rex, Nanuqsaurus was equipped with incredibly powerful jaw muscles. The bite force of the Tyrannosaur family is considered among the strongest in prehistoric animal history, and Nanuqsaurus was no exception. While detailed studies on its bite force are lacking, estimates based on its close relatives suggest that Nanuqsaurus had a bite strong enough to crush large, tough prey with ease. The most significant difference between Nanuqsaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex lies in their size. While T-Rex could reach lengths of 12 to 13 meters, 40 to 43 feet, and weigh over 9 tons, Nanuqsaurus was much more compact, measuring 6 to 9 meters, 20 to 30 feet, in length, and weighing between 1 to 3 tons. However, rather than being a disadvantage, this smaller size was a significant advantage for Nanuqsaurus in the harsh Arctic environment. In a region where food was scarce and survival conditions were extreme, a smaller size meant Nanuqsaurus required less energy to sustain itself. This adaptation enabled it to endure periods of scarcity, where larger animals would struggle to survive. Another crucial difference was its body covering. While T-Rex is often depicted with smooth skin, Nanuqsaurus was likely covered in feathers. This not only provided insulation against the freezing temperatures, but also offered excellent camouflage in the snow. If T-Rex symbolized brute strength, Nanuqsaurus was a testament to ingenuity and remarkable adaptability. One of the most remarkable aspects that set Nanuqsaurus apart from T-Rex was its ability to adapt to the frigid climate of the Arctic. To survive in such extreme conditions, Nanuqsaurus likely evolved specialized traits, such as a thick coat of feathers for insulation and efficient hunting skills to thrive in prolonged darkness. The late Cretaceous Arctic was far from an easy place to live. This region experienced extended winters where sunlight was nearly absent for months at a time. To adapt, Nanuqsaurus may have developed an exceptionally keen sense of smell, allowing it to track prey even in complete darkness. This ability, combined with its powerful jaws and sharp teeth, made it a predator that could not be underestimated. The differences between Nanuqsaurus and T-Rex go beyond size or habitat. They represent the incredible biodiversity and adaptability of the Tyrannosauridae family. While T-Rex thrived in the warm, resource-rich regions of North America, Nanuqsaurus took an entirely different path, conquering some of the harshest, icy environments on the planet. This showcases not only the flexibility of the Tyrannosaur lineage, but also raises profound questions about their evolution and distribution. Did Nanuqsaurus evolve independently from a common ancestor shared with T-Rex? Or was it a migratory pioneer from Asia, crossing the Bering Strait to settle in the Arctic? These mysteries remain captivating topics for scientific research and exploration. Although closely related to T-Rex, Nanuqsaurus was far from being a scaled-down version of the king of dinosaurs. It was a truly unique creature, equipped with extraordinary traits and adaptations to survive and dominate in an environment where few species could endure. Despite the remarkable discoveries about Nanuqsaurus, this dinosaur still carries with it countless unanswered questions. These mysteries not only captivate paleontologists, but also spark the curiosity of prehistoric enthusiasts. Let's dive into some of the major questions that scientists are striving to answer. The origin of Nanuqsaurus. One of the greatest mysteries surrounding Nanuqsaurus is its true origin. Did this species evolve independently in North America? Or was it a migrant from Asia, crossing the Bering Strait during a time when the two continents were connected? If Nanuqsaurus indeed migrated from Asia, this would shed light on the migration routes of tyrannosaurs during the Cretaceous period. Conversely, if Nanuqsaurus evolved independently in North America, it would support the hypothesis of parallel evolution within the Tyrannosauridae family in this region. Either way, the question remains unresolved due to the lack of transitional fossils or precise evidence of geographic distribution. Feathers, an unproven mystery. The hypothesis that Nanuqsaurus was covered in feathers remains one of the most debated aspects of its biology. These feathers would not only have helped it stay warm in the icy environment, but could also have played important roles in camouflage and communication. However, no direct fossil evidence of feathers has been found for Nanuqsaurus to date. Scientists rely on comparisons with close relatives, such as Utyrannus, a feathered tyrannosaur from Asia, to make inferences. Was this feathered coat limited to juveniles, or did it persist into adulthood? This question remains unanswered, awaiting further fossil discoveries to confirm or refute the theory. True size. Could it rival T-Rex? Initially, scientists estimated that Nanuqsaurus measured about 6 meters, 20 feet, in length and weighed around 1 ton. However, later studies suggested it could grow up to 9 meters, 30 feet, in length and weigh approximately 3 tons, comparable to Albertosaurus. But the bigger question remains. Could Nanuqsaurus have reached the size of T-Rex, which exceeded 12 meters, 40 feet, in length and weighed up to 9 tons under different environmental conditions? The harsh living conditions of the Arctic likely constrained Nanuqsaurus's maximum size, as a more compact body would require less energy to sustain, a crucial advantage in a region with scarce food resources. However, further fossil discoveries could reveal more about its true size potential and whether environmental factors fully dictated its growth limitations. Nanuqsaurus wasn't just a predator. It was a living symbol of survival, beyond all limits. In the unforgiving world of the Arctic 68 million years ago, where blizzards erased all traces and bone-chilling cold seemed to freeze life itself, Nanuqsaurus stood tall, resilient, and unyielding. It embodied persistence, a creature sculpted by nature into the pinnacle of adaptability. With its thick coat of insulating feathers shielding it from the relentless cold, a sense of smell 7 times more powerful than a wolf's, eyes that could pierce through the darkness, and jaws with a bite force 50% stronger than that of a great white shark. Nanuqsaurus didn't just survive, it ruled. Unlike any creature before or after, it adapted perfectly to thrive in an environment so harsh it defied imagination. But Nanuqsaurus was more than an apex predator. It was proof of evolution's extraordinary creativity, a testament to the unrelenting power of nature to forge life against impossible odds. The fossils it left behind are more than just ancient bones. They're pieces of a puzzle that help us understand Earth's astonishing history, filled with resilience and wonder. Nanuqsaurus is a message from the past, a reminder that life finds a way to endure, that adaptability and determination are the keys to survival. And above all, it reminds us that even in the most extreme conditions, nature can create conquerors worthy of the title. Nanuqsaurus was truly one of those legends.